back. Going to be taking a look at the BRINYTE HL28 Artemis. This is a, I guess you would classify this as a hunting headlamp light. Me, if I ever get the opportunity to do that, I will definitely bring this with, but I am in a scenario where I do maintenance and I have to have my hands free and have a good quality light. And of course, if you know me, you know that I have had plenty of lights over the years, and this is the one that I have to say I am the most impressed with. I have a little thing at the end so you can actually see it in a real world scenario. You know, a lot of these lights, they show up and they tell you that they have a zillion lumens. This one is 450 lumens. And from the way it looks, normally I doubt that it's as many lumens as they say it is, and I wish I could tell you what it really was. In the case of this, I don't believe that it's only 450 lumens. But there is definitely some impressive features. First of all, if it's something that you're not going to use all the time, maybe you're going to pick this up because twice a year you go on a hog hunt or whatever you need some kind of a hunting light for. In order to make sure that everything is together and safe. BRINYTE has always done an incredible job on start to finish on their products. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or not stand here and sound like a BRINYTE fanboy, because they make the highest quality flashlights that I have had the pleasure to use. And this one is no exception. Now, when I'm working, it is nice to know that if I'm going to use this as a work light in the white mode, excuse me, that this thing has a run time longer than I typically would be at work if it was turned on and left on all day long. Now, I know some people are going to have some issues with it, especially if you're saying you'd use that as a work light. Look at how big it is, and look at how much stuff is there. Well, I can tell you, not only do I feel this way, but I wanted to know if I was imagining things or not. I have had a few of my friends take this and use it and just get back to me on their thoughts. And I'm telling you, while you're wearing it, the fact that on the back of your head you have the battery pack up front, it looks like they just took actually, now that I'm looking at the Artemis that is on the Justin rifle, and it kind of looks like they just took that and machined off the back and put it on a headlamp. You can see it's got detents to keep it where the angle that you want it. If you are, say, hunting and you are running or whatever, the light will stay in place. The controls for it, the power on and off, and constant variable on where you want for your lighting is on the side. So you'd reach up. It's always easy to find. And then green, white, and red are on the light itself, and the zoom feature on the light itself. But like I was saying, while you're wearing this, it's maybe hard to imagine, but it virtually feels for the most part like it disappears because of how they have everything weighted. Light on one end, battery on the other end, so it's not trying to pull one way or the other. The over the top of your head to just add to the comfort and displacement of the weight. I did not weigh this. I'm sure that's probably listed somewhere, but it really becomes irrelevant when you're actually just using the light. And that is on, and you'll hear the click, and it starts out on low, and then you just dial it up to where you'd like. That would be the 450 lumens, and you'll see a lot better at the end. But how crisp and clean its whole lighting area is, not offering a hot spot, but just giving you light everywhere. And then of course you can zoom it all the way in until you could practically read what Cree bulb is in it. There was no reason to bring it in this much as a spotlight. And then just again, that zoom is up front. Red and green. Whoops, sorry. And green. Very straightforward. It's, for as impressive of a light as this is, excuse me, I really don't have a lot to declare on it, because I just like things that work good, and when I'm not using it, especially when I'm working, I love the fact that it has a safe, well-made carrying case, storing case. Still in the thing, of course, you get your directions and your charging cable, and this is another one that is magnetic, so while you're charging it, right there, and then it has some lights that light up here that show you the exact state that the batteries are in. Let's see if I can get this to my good power supply. My good power supply died the other day. A sad thing. If this is going to be effective or not. There. Yeah, this is not working as well. There. I realize it's off the corner. I apologize. It shows that they were all lit up, showing you that the pack is charged. I charged it back up after the last time that I used it. I really like that. That makes it so you don't have to have a port that has a cover that'll get wrecked. If you really do, I have a hard time anybody's going to rip through 10.5 hours, but you could get another set of these batteries and keep them charged. O-rings, waterproof. Obviously it's needs to be because it's a hunting light. Goes back in there. That is the HL28 Artemis. Just a great light, and I know in the case of for what I will be using it for, I have wasted features, but if I do get the opportunity to use it as a hunting light, this is definitely the way I'd want to go to stay hands-free. It's just a fantastic light pattern. easy to use. Instead of offering low, medium, or high, you just simply pick the setting that you need or want. That extremely long run time, 10.6 hours. Ease of use and very comfortable while you're wearing it. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a bowling ball on your head or anything like that. I've had the small little lights. I don't know if it's just the way, like I said, the way they have it counterbalanced, comfortable, and it doesn't. It disappears in size when you're actually using it. I will have all the information down below if you want to go check this one out, or just check out everything that BRINYTE offers. They offer just hands down the highest quality lights that I have used. And if you're looking for one hell of a work light or a hunting light, this one definitely does not disappoint. Information will be down below. Thank you for checking out this video. Cheers. But wait, there's more. Oh, so sorry. I go to put the light away, and out rolls the 2 plastic sleeves, and I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have told you guys about those. So in the package, there's these plastic sleeves, and you can put an 18650 battery inside the sleeve. And now, let's say you have a whole bunch of those on you, or you're on your hunting trip, or for whatever reason that's all you have, you don't have any more of the big batteries. You now can run it off of the 18650, which is definitely more of a standard battery. Doesn't have the run time that these guys will have. And which leads me to another thing, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention that also. At any point, you can just press on the charging port where the magnetic charger goes, and it'll show you the state of the batteries at that moment in time. And another very cool feature, battery related, is that when it drops below 20%, it'll vibe 3 times in a row constantly to let you know that the battery pack is getting down to a point where, especially if you are, say, hog hunting, which can be dangerous all to itself, but to have your flashlight die on you, letting you know the state of the batteries without having to take it off of your head and press the button and look may become priceless at that point in time. So if the battery pack starts to get below 20%, it makes it vibe so that you know that you need to change out the batteries. So I think that's all. Okay, back to the spook house. that is the BRINYTE HL28. And as I always say, you want the best, check out BRINYTE. And good night.